Hello, my friend. It's so good to have you here today. As a doctor who spent years helping people like you live their fullest, healthiest lives, I know how much stiff, achy joints can slow you down. If you're over 65 and feeling those creaky knees or sore hips, I'm here to share some hope. Today, we're talking about 6 foods that revive your joints after 65. This isn't about chasing youth or some impossible miracle. It's about practical, everyday foods that can ease your pain, boost your mobility, and help you feel stronger and more vibrant. Imagine walking your dog, gardening, or playing with your grandkids without wincing. That's what we're working toward. Picture us sitting together in my office, maybe with a warm cup of tea, having a heart-to-heart about how to make your days a little easier. I've seen so many patients struggle with joint pain, and I've also seen how small changes, like what you put on your plate, can make a big difference. You don't need fancy diets or expensive pills. These are simple, delicious foods you can find at any grocery store, and they're backed by science to support your joints. So, settle in, and let's explore how these 6 foods can help you move better, feel better, and live with more joy in your golden years. Why joint pain happens as we age. As a doctor, I always start by helping my patients understand why their joints ache. It's not just about getting older. It's about what's happening in your body. Over time, the cartilage in your joints, that soft cushion between your bones, wears down. This can lead to inflammation, stiffness, and pain, especially if you're dealing with osteoarthritis, which is so common after 65. Think of cartilage like the shock absorbers in a car. When they wear out, you feel every bump. Inflammation is often the culprit behind that aching feeling. It's like a fire in your joints, fueled by things like stress, lack of movement, or a diet high in processed foods. But the good news is that certain foods can act like a soothing balm, calming that inflammation and supporting your joints. As we age, our bodies also absorb nutrients less efficiently. So we need to be thoughtful about what we eat to keep our joints strong and flexible. I'm not promising these foods will make you feel 20 again. No food can do that, but they can reduce pain, improve how you move, and help you feel more like yourself. I've seen it in my patients, and I want the same for you. Let's dive into these 6 foods that can revive your joints and make your days a little brighter. Food number 1, fatty fish, salmon, mackerel, sardines. Let's start with fatty fish, salmon, mackerel, sardines, or tuna. These are like a gift to your joints because they're rich in omega-3 fatty acids, which are powerful at fighting inflammation. I often tell my patients that omega-3s are like a firefighter putting out that joint pain fire. They can reduce stiffness and tenderness, especially for those with arthritis, and they're great for your heart. 2. I recommend eating fatty fish at least twice a week. A 3 to 4 ounce portion, about the size of your palm, is perfect. Grill some salmon with a bit of lemon and herbs, or try canned sardines on whole grain toast for a quick meal. One of my patients, Margaret, started eating salmon regularly, and she told me her knees don't ache as much when she climbs stairs. If fish isn't your favorite, talk to me or your doctor about fish oil supplements to see if they're a good fit. Food number 2, berries, blueberries, strawberries, raspberries. Next up are berries, blueberries, strawberries, raspberries, or blackberries. These little gems are packed with antioxidants, especially anthocyanins, which give them their bright colors. Antioxidants help protect your joints by neutralizing free radicals that cause inflammation and damage. Berries are also high in vitamin C, which your body needs to build collagen, a key part of your cartilage. I love adding a cup of berries to my day. Fresh or frozen, they're just as good. Toss them into yogurt, blend them into a smoothie, or eat them as a snack. One of my patients, Tom, swapped his afternoon cookies for a bowl of mixed berries, and he noticed his hands felt less stiff when he worked in his garden. Berries are sweet, satisfying, and low in calories, so they're a win for your joints and your waistline. Food number 3, leafy greens, spinach, kale, collard greens. Leafy greens like spinach, kale, or collard greens are like a multivitamin for your joints. They're loaded with vitamins A, C, and K, which help fight inflammation and keep your bones strong. Vitamin K is especially important because it helps your body use calcium to support the bones that your joints rely on. I know greens can feel like a chore, but they're so easy to work into your meals. Add a handful of spinach to your morning eggs, or saute kale with a little garlic and olive oil for dinner. Aim for a cup of cooked greens or 2 cups raw each day. One of my patients, Susan, started eating more kale salads, and she says her hips feel less stiff during her evening walks. It's amazing how something so simple can make such a difference. Food number 4, nuts and seeds, almonds, walnuts, chia seeds. Number 4 is nuts and seeds, almonds, walnuts, chia seeds, or flax seeds. These are packed with healthy fats, protein, and anti-inflammatory compounds. Walnuts have omega-3s, just like fatty fish, and almonds are rich in vitamin E, which protects your joints from wear and tear. Chia seeds are a great source of fiber, which helps with digestion, a nice bonus as we age. I suggest a small handful of nuts, about an ounce, a day, or sprinkle chia seeds into your oatmeal or smoothies. Just watch portion sizes, as nuts are calorie-dense, and extra weight can stress your joints. One of my patients, Mike, started adding flax seeds to his breakfast, and he says his knees feel better during his weekly golf game. It's like giving your joints a little daily support. Food number 5, extra virgin olive oil. Next is extra virgin olive oil, which I call liquid gold for your joints. It's full of monounsaturated fats and a compound called oleocanthal, which works like a natural anti-inflammatory. It's a staple in the Mediterranean diet, which is known for keeping joints and hearts healthy. Use 1 to 2 tablespoons a day. Drizzle it on salads, use it to cook veggies, or dip bread in it instead of butter. I love mixing olive oil with a splash of balsamic vinegar for a quick salad dressing. One of my patients, Carol, swapped out her usual cooking oil for olive oil, and she noticed her joints felt less achy during her morning walks. It's a simple change with big benefits. Food number 6, turmeric. Last but not least is turmeric, that bright yellow spice you might know from Indian dishes or golden milk lattes. Turmeric contains curcumin, powerful anti-inflammatory and antioxidant that can ease joint pain and stiffness. Studies show it's especially helpful for arthritis. You don't need much, just a teaspoon in soups, stir-fries, or even scrambled eggs. I love making a warm golden milk drink with turmeric, milk, cinnamon, and a touch of honey. It's so comforting. If you don't love the taste, talk to your doctor about curcumin supplements. One of my patients, John, started adding turmeric to his daily smoothie, and he says his hands feel better when he plays the guitar. It's a small spice with a big impact. Making these foods part of your life. Now that we got our 6 foods, fatty fish, berries, leafy greens, nuts and seeds, olive oil, and turmeric, let's talk about how to make them part of your routine. As your doctor, I want this to feel doable, not overwhelming. Start with 1 or 2 foods this week. Maybe add berries to your breakfast or cook with olive oil instead of butter. Small steps lead to big changes. Here's a simple day to get you started. Breakfast could be yogurt with blueberries and a sprinkle chia seeds. For lunch, try a spinach salad with grilled salmon and olive oil dressing. Snack on a handful of walnuts. And for dinner, make a veggie stir-fry with a pinch of turmeric. It's not about being perfect. It's about making choices that feel good for your body. Get creative. Try new recipes. Visit a farmer's market for fresh greens or cook with a friend. Food should be a joy. And these foods are as tasty as they are good for you. One of my patients, Linda, started experimenting with turmeric in her soups, and she says it's made cooking fun again. Beyond food, supporting your joints. While these foods are powerful, they're part of a bigger picture. Movement is so important for joint health. Low-impact activities like walking, swimming, or chair yoga strengthen the muscles around your joints and keep them flexible. I recommend a 15 to 20-minute walk most days. It's amazing how much it helps. One of my patients, Barbara, started walking daily, and her hip pain eased up enough for her to get back to her gardening. Staying hydrated is key. 2. Water keeps your joints lubricated. Aim for 8 glasses a day, more if you're active. And maintaining a healthy weight is crucial, as extra pounds put pressure on your knees and hips. These foods we've talked about are nutrient-rich and can help you stay at a healthy weight without feeling deprived. If joint pain is persistent, please talk to your doctor. Conditions like arthritis might need extra care, like physical therapy or medications. I've had patients combine dietary changes with physical therapy and see incredible results, like being able to hike with their families again. Power of small steps. As your doctor, I want to remind you that change takes time. These foods work best when you make them a regular part of your life, like brushing your teeth or taking a walk. Be patient with yourself. Try one food this week, another next week, and see how you feel. I've seen patients transform their lives with these small changes. One patient, Robert, who's 68, started eating more berries and fish, and within a few months, he was back to his weekly tennis game, feeling stronger than he had in years. That's what I want for you, a chance to move with ease and live with joy. Thank you for letting me share this with you today. My hope is that you feel empowered to try these 6 foods: fatty fish, berries, leafy greens, nuts and seeds, olive oil, and turmeric, to revive your joints and feel your best. Start small, maybe with a handful of berries or a drizzle of olive oil, and let me know how it goes. Drop a comment below. I read every one, and your stories inspire me and our whole community. If you have a favorite joint-friendly recipe, share it too. If this advice resonated with you, please give this video a thumbs up and share it with someone who might need a little joint relief. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell so we can keep these conversations going. I'm here for you, cheering you on and wishing you stronger, happier joints. Take care, my friend. And here's to moving like you're 20 years younger.